You're watching Maths Made Fun and Easy with Ikenna, Maths Teacher.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Maths Made Fun and Easy. My name is Ikenna Wokulu. Today we'll be looking at an interesting topic, fractions. What are fractions? Fractions are a part of a whole. If, for instance, I have a loaf of bread and I'm going to share this loaf of bread between two people. But first of all, I will need to slice this loaf of bread into 5 equal parts and give 2 parts. Let's say I give these 2 parts to Chioma, right? So we say Chioma has 2/5 of this loaf of bread. And then I give these 3 parts to Susan. We can say Susan has 3/5 of the loaf of bread. So this here is a fraction, and this is also a fraction of the whole loaf of bread. Now, what if I decided to, instead of share this bread into 5 equal parts, I shared it into 10, like this, 10 equal parts. Still, Chioma takes 4 out of 10, 4/10, and then Susan takes 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 out of 10. Now you can see that 4/10 and 2/5 are the same, right? Because the size of bread, or the amount of bread that Chioma will get when it was divided into 5 is still the same amount that she will get when it was divided into 10. So we say 4/10 and 2/5 are equivalent fractions. Likewise, Susan, 6/10 and 3/5 are equivalent fractions because the amount of bread she gets when it was divided into 5 is the same amount she gets when it was divided into 10. Now we can get more equivalent fractions of 2/5. So this is not the only equivalent fraction of 2/5. All I need to do to get more equivalent fractions is just to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number. If, for instance, I want to multiply the numerator by 3 and the denominator by 3, then I would get 6/15, right? So it tells you that 6/15 is equivalent to 4/10, and 4/10 is also equivalent to 2/5. If I do the same thing here, multiply by 3, then we would have 9/15, and so on. So you can keep getting more equivalent fractions of these initial fractions we have here. Now, when you have 2 fractions and you want to check which one is bigger between them, for instance, 2/5 and 3/5, it's very easy to know which of these fractions is bigger, right? Since they have the same denominator, you just look at the numerator. Here we have 3 out of 5. Here we have 2 out of 5. So we know this one is bigger than this. But what if you have 2 fractions like this, maybe 2/3 and let's say 3/4? How can you tell which of these is bigger? What we need to do is to make this to be, their denominator to be the same, just like we have here. Just look for equivalent fractions of 2/3 and then equivalent fraction of 3/4 that have the same denominator. And how we do that is by looking for the LCM of 3 and 4. What's the LCM of 3 and 4? 12, right? So we write 12 here, 12. Then we say 12 divided by 3, that is 4. 4 times 2, that will be 8. So 8/12 is equivalent to 2/3. Let's get the equivalence fraction of this that has a denominator of 12. We say 12 divided by 4, that is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Now they have the same denominator. We simply look at the numerator. The one with the bigger numerator is the biggest, right? So this is bigger than this. But there's a simpler way or a faster way to compare two fractions to know which one is bigger if you just have two of them. What do? We just multiply diagonally. So we say 4 times 2, this will give us 8. And we say 3 times 3, this will give us 9. Now, because 9 is bigger than 8, we say 3 over 4 is bigger than 2 over 3. But you only apply this first method if you just have two fractions to compare.
You're watching Maths Made Fun and Easy with Ikenna, Maths Teacher.
We're also going to look at addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of fractions. You know how we do it in this video series? We take a lot of practice questions, right? So if you are not with your pen and your paper to attempt the questions before me or alongside me, then you need to go and get them right now. Because if you don't attempt the questions, you won't get so much value from this video series. So go and get your pen and your paper because it's time to practice maths.
You're watching Maths Made Fun and Easy with Ikenna, Maths Teacher.
Put greater than, less than, or equal to in each box. So we are comparing between the two fractions, which one is bigger. Now remember the first method I told you of comparing fractions. So we just multiply diagonally like this, and then like this, right? So 12 times 3 is what? 36. 4 times 7 is 28. Now, because 36 is bigger than 28, we know that 3 over 4 is greater than, so we are going to put greater than here, right? Is greater than 7 over 12. Easy. Let's do the same for this. We're going to multiply diagonally this way and then this way. 4 times 6. 4 times 6 is 24. 8 times 3 is also 24. So it means that 6 over 8 and 3 over 4 are equal. So we put equal to. Good. Now, how about this? For this, we have to change this to an improper fraction. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1 plus 3 is 7. So we have 7 over 4 and 11 over 8. So let's compare. 8 times 7 is 56. 4 times 11 is 44. So because this is bigger, we'll say one whole number, 3 over 4, is greater than 11 over 8.
You're watching Maths Made Fun and Easy with Ikenna, Maths Teacher.
We are still comparing fractions. This time around, we have more than two fractions to compare, so we can't use that first method, right? So we have to look for the equivalent fractions of each of these that have the same denominator by looking for the LCM of 4, 8, 12, and 3. So what's the LCM of 4, 8, 12, and 3? 24, right? So we are going to look for equivalent fraction of 3 over 4 with denominator of 24. Same with this, and then same with this. So how do we get the numerator? We are going to say 24 divided by 4. That will be 6. 6 times 3 is 18. So 18 over 24 is the same thing as 3 over 4, right? Let's get for this. 24 divided by 8 is 3 times 5 is 15. 24 divided by 12 is 2 times 7 is 14. 24 divided by 3 is 8 times 2 is 16. So which one? We are arranging in ascending order. So we start from the smallest to the biggest. So which one is the smallest? This one, right? So it means 7 over 12 will come first. if we are rearranging this, 7 over 12 will be first, followed by which one? 15 over 24, which is 5 over 8. Then which one? 16 over 24, which is 2 over 3. And then finally 3 over 4. So 3 over 4 is the biggest. So we've arranged this in ascending order of magnitude. Same thing we are going to do here. We are going to look for the LCM of 12, 10, and 5. What's the LCM of 12, 10, and 5? That would be 60, right? So to get the numerator, we are going to say 60 divided by 12. That is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. So you know that 25 over 60 is the same thing as 5 over 12. 60 divided by 10 is 6 times 3 is 18. 60 divided by 5 is 12 times 3 is 36. 60 divided by 5 is still 12 times 2 is 24. So which one is the smallest? We are going in ascending order. So from the smallest here is 18 over 60, which is 3 over 10. So I arrange it like this, 3 over 10. And then the next is 24 over 60, which is 2 over 5. The next is 25 over 60, which is 5 over 12. The next is the biggest, which is 3 over 5. So you can see how we arrange fractions by first of all looking for the LCM of the denominators, and then we get the numerator, and whichever one has the smallest numerator is the smallest of them all. Whereas the one with the biggest numerator is the biggest of them all.
You're watching Maths Made Fun and Easy with Ikenna, Maths Teacher.
We now move on to addition and subtraction of fractions. Now, when you are adding or subtracting fractions with like denominators like this, you can see 5 and 5. All you need to do is just to add the numerator. 1 plus 2 is 3 over 5. Easy, right? Subtracting fractions with the same denominator, all you need to do is to subtract the numerator. 3 minus 2 is 1. Easy. Now, but what if the denominators are different? What are you going to do? You make the denominators to be the same. Remember what we learned with equivalent fractions, right? You're going to look for the LCM of the denominator. LCM of 3 and 4 is what? 12. So you say 12 and 12. Now you are adding, right? Now what will you put at the numerator? You say 12 divided by 3. That will be 4. 4 times 1 is 4. Now this 4 over 12 is the same thing as 1 over 3. Remember equivalent fractions, right? For this one, we say 12 divided by 4 is 3 times 1 is 3. This 3 over 12 is the same thing as 1 over 4. Now the denominators are the same. So what do? You add the numerator. So we have 4 plus 3, which is 7. And that is our answer. Now with this, we do the same thing. We are going to look for the LCM of the denominator. LCM of 4 and 2 is 4. So we say 4 divided by 4 is 1 times 3 is 3. 4 divided by 2 is 2 times 1 is 2. So now the denominator are the same, so we'll just subtract the numerator. 3 minus 2 is 1. And that is our answer. You can see how easy it is to add and subtract fractions.
You're watching Maths Made Fun and Easy with Ikenna, Maths Teacher.
We are still adding and subtracting fractions. I hope you are attempting the questions before watching my explanation. Question number 12. How much less than 1 is the sum of 1 over 2 and 1 over 3? What does this question mean? It means you have to get the sum of 1 over 2 and 1 over 3 and then subtract it from 1 to know how much less than 1 is this sum, right? So what we are doing is 1 minus the sum of 1 over 2 and 1 over 3. Easy, right? So first of all, let's do this which is inside the bracket. So this is going to be 1 minus the LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3 times 1 is 3 plus 6 divided by 3 is 2 times 1 is 2. So we now have 1 minus, what is this? 5 over 6. 1 minus 5 over 6. Now, when you have 1, you can change 1 to a fraction. 1, you can write as 1 over 1. Okay? 1 over 1, is it not 1? It's still 1. Or you can just write it as 6 over 6. Is 6 over 6 not 1? 6 divided by 6 is still 1, right? Why am I writing 6 over 6? Because we have the denominator here is 6, right? So we can write 6 over 6. If you write 1 over 1, you still get the answer. If you write 6 over 6, you get the answer faster. So if you write 6 over 6, then the denominator, they are the same. So we just subtract the numerator. 6 minus 5 is 1 over 6. Easy peasy. So it means that the sum of 1 over 2 and 1 over 3 is 1 over 6 less than 1. Now let's do this one. Here we are going to look for, you don't need to do them separately. You can do them together since it's addition and subtraction. So we can just look for the LCM of all the denominator. What is the LCM of 2, 8, and 4? 8, right? So write 8. We say 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4 times 1 is 4. So 4 over 8 is the same thing as 1 over 2 minus 8 divided by 8 is 1 times 5. So this 5 over 8 is still 5 over 8, right? Plus 8 divided by 4 is 2 times 1 is 2. This 2 over 8 is the same thing as 1 over 4. Good. So we have the denominator of 8, 4 minus 5. 4 minus 5 is minus 1. Minus 1 plus 2 is 1. So our answer is 1 over 8. Interesting and easy.
You're watching Maths Made Fun and Easy with Ikenna, Maths teacher.
So do well to attempt the question on the board before watching my explanation. The question says, by how much is 3 over 4 plus 1 over 12 plus 2 over 3 greater than 1 whole number 1 over 6? So what we are going to do is to add up all this and then subtract this. That is what will tell us how much this is greater than this. If you are asked, for instance, by how much is 5 greater than 4? You're going to say 5 minus 4 is 1. So 5 is greater than 4 by 1. So let's add this. To do that, we are going to look for the LCM of 4, 12, and 3, which is 12, right? And then we're going to say 12 divided by 4 is 3, times 3 is 9. So 9 over 12 is the same thing as 3 over 4. Plus 12 divided by 12 is 1, times 1 is 1. Plus 12 divided by 3 is 4, times 2 is 8. So you see 8 over 12 is the equivalent fraction of 2 over 3. Very well. So this will now subtract 1 whole number 1 over 6. So this one, whatever we get here, we'll now subtract this from it. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. 18 over 12 minus 1 whole number 1 over 6. Now, there are two ways you can go about this. It's either you change this to an improper fraction like this one, or you change this one to a mixed number like this one. So which one do you prefer? Let's change this to an improper fraction. So what would this give us? This is 18 over 12 already. Then minus, I'm changing it to an improper fraction. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So we have 7 over 6. All right, here we'll look for the LCM of 12 and 6. That will give us 12. We say 12 divided by 12 is 1 times 18 is 18. Minus 12 divided by 6 is 2 times 7 is 14. So 18 minus 14 is what? Is 4. 4 over 12 is our answer. But then we can reduce this further. 4 can go into 4 once, and then 4 will go into 12 3 times. So we have 1 over 3. By how much is this greater than this? It's greater than this with just 1 over 3. So 1 over 3 is our answer.
You're watching Maths Made Fun and Easy with Ikenna Maths Teacher.
We now move on to multiplication and division of fractions. I hope you're enjoying this video series, and I hope you are attempting the questions before watching my explanation. Question number 15. Simplify 4 over 5 multiplied by 3 over 8. Now, when you are dealing with multiplication of fractions, you can either say 4 times 3 is 12, over 5 times 8 is 40, and then you try to reduce this to the lowest term. That is one way, but I don't normally go that way. What I do instead is to look for common factors between the numerator and the denominator. For instance, 4 can go into 4, 1, 4 can go into 8, 2 times. And so we have 3 over 5 times 2 is 10. So we have 3 over 10. And this is already in the simplest form. I don't need to reduce it any further. Number 16. Simplify 6 over 7 divided by 2 over 3. Now, when you are dividing fractions, you want to change the division to multiplication and then invert the fraction in front. So this is going to be 3 over 2 instead of 2 over 3. And just like we did here, we are going to look for common factors. 2 will go into 2, 1. 2 into 6 is 3. Now, 3 times 3 is 9 over 7. Now, 9 over 7 is what type of fraction? It's an improper fraction because the denominator is smaller than the numerator. So what do? We change it to a mixed number. And that would be 7 into 9 will go once. Remember 2, which 7 will still share. So we have one whole number, 2 over 7 as our answer. And then finally, when you are multiplying mixed number, what do? You change the mixed number to improper fraction. So first of all, we are going to change each of these mixed numbers to improper fraction. First, we'll multiply 15 times 1 is 15, plus 7 is 22. So we have 22 over 15 times 11 times 5 is 55, plus 5 is 60. 60 over 11. Very well. So we now divide just like the way we are doing here. We look for common factors. 11 will go into 11, 1. 11 into 22 is what? Is 2. 15 will go into 15 once. 15 into 60 is 4. So we have 2 times 4, which is 8. And at the denominator, we have 1 times 1. 1 times 1 is still 1, right? 8 divided by 1 is still 8. So our answer is 8. Interesting.
You're watching Maths Made Fun and Easy with Ikenna Maths Teacher.
We now come to the last question in this video. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far, and I hope you've been practicing along with me. The essence of bringing so many practice questions is to make you practice maths. And once you do that, you get to master maths within a very short time. Question number 18. Evaluate this. We have a number of operators here, and the way we deal with expressions with many operators is by applying BODMAS. So with BODMAS, we know we have to deal with this one inside the bracket first, right? So that we have 1 over 2 times, we are dealing with what's inside the bracket. The LCM of 4 and 5 is 20. We say 20 divided by 4 is 5 times 3 is 15 plus 20 divided by 5 is 4 times 2 is 8. Then minus 1 over 6. So this is going to give us 1 over 2 times 15 plus 8 is 23 over 20 minus 1 over 6. Now we have multiplication and subtraction. So which one will you deal with first? Of course, multiplication, right? So this is going to give us, since there's nothing that can divide between the numerator and the denominator, we'll just say 1 times 23, which is 23. 2 times 20 is 40. Then minus 1 over 6. So here, we look for the LCM of 40 and 6. That will give us what? That will give us 120. Is that not it? Yeah. So 40 into 120 is 3. 3 times 23 is what? Is 69. Minus 6 into 120 is 20 times 1 is 20. 69 minus 20 is 49. So we have 49 over 120. And you can't, there are no common factors between 49 and 120. So that means this is the simplest form that we can leave this fraction. And so our answer is 49 over 120.
You're watching Maths Made Fun and Easy with Ikenna Maths Teacher.
If you enjoyed this video, then let's see again in the next episode of this video series, where we'll be looking at another interesting topic in mathematics.
You're watching Maths Made Fun and Easy with Ikenna Maths Teacher.